When you go to a store, say Sephora, Ulta, any grocery store, anywhere, and you see all these beauty brand products, all these different formulas and product types, and they're all neatly packaged in boxes, and they have all the labels and the writing on them. It seems as if they've just appeared there out of thin air, but you have no idea what really goes on behind the scenes. Well, I do, and I'm going to share with you what it was like in creating my beauty brand. Hi, my name is Lauren O'Connell, and I am a 43-year-old beauty brand founder of Three of Cups. We launched June 3rd, and this is my first product, the shower mask. And I am also a beauty editor, so I've been reviewing and writing about these products for years, interviewing beauty brand founders, testing and sampling everything. I had wanted to make my own beauty brand, and I had been working on it. Got a little bit sidetracked with the breast cancer diagnosis, but I'm happy to say I'm now a survivor and finally getting my hair back. But during all this time, I was creating my own beauty brand. And I've always seen beauty from the front end, from the lens of an editor or the lens of a consumer or the lens of even an influencer. But I never saw what goes on behind the scenes. And there are so many crazy things. It's not only the brand design, but there's also getting lawyers involved for trademarking and other legal things like in setting up insurance. There is the whole logistics, the supplier, and finding the right manufacturer, negotiating prices, finding a supplier for the bottles and the tubes, every single thing. And then, of course, it's laying everything out with a graphic designer and having the product made and knowing what you legally need to put on the backs of the bottles and making sure everything is there. Then there's getting a business license, and I live in Dubai. My brand is available in the UAE and the USA. I'm from Milford, Connecticut, USA. And there's lots of hoops to jump through in terms of getting the brand registered and getting it up for sale and making sure that everything is done in a legal way. Oh my gosh, it has been such an exercise. And I think a lot of people probably start off thinking that they want to have a beauty brand. And when they start getting involved in seeing how many different nuances there are to creating a brand and putting something out there, they just think, forget it. I worked day and night in addition to my beauty editor job and recovering my health to get this up and running. But it's so happy. It's finally here. I finally got it done. And my first product is the shower mask. Now, this is something that hasn't really been done before. I actually didn't think there were any shower masks out there when I was searching for it, but I'm told that there are a few. I can say no one's done it like me, but with my product, I custom made the formula. So it had to be absolutely perfect. And I'm a stickler about ingredients. And I needed to have something, apologies for that interruption, but I wanted to have something made that was my own. When you're creating a beauty brand, there's two different ways you can go. There is white labeling a product, so buying a formula that already exists and putting it in your own packaging, your own branding, and selling it. And then you can custom make things. And I wanted mine to be custom. I didn't want anyone else to have something like this. And so you can see with this shower mask, it's very creamy. Oh, it looks beautiful on camera. And this mask is packed with only the best ingredients, no known endocrine disruptors. It has no fragrances, no perfumes, no pro-drying alcohols. This is just packed with only the best ingredients. It's pink in nature from a combination of ingredients, two in fact. One is astaxanthin, which is a wonderful antioxidant that comes from red algae. And the other one is vitamin B12, which helps to support the skin's barrier. Has a very gentle, smoothing ingredients in it. and it really makes the skin just glow. I'm looking at just in the camera, looking at the formula. I'm mesmerized by it rather than looking at you. I apologize for that. But I had to have my product, my first product, be absolutely perfect. And this is what I went with. We went through over 50 iterations. So there's lots of back and forth, tons of emails, and there's just so much that goes into it. My supplier for my tube was different from the supplier of my box. So there's lots of coordinating to get everything to the manufacturer to get it filled. And there was so many stops and goes. And also on top of that, we had a geopolitical conflict here it started on February 28th. So everything went to a standstill. It was almost like COVID times again. And I had been planning on launching in March. So I just couldn't believe it. What were the chances? But that's part of having a beauty brand. And on my first day of launch, my launch day, Shopify went down and it's up 99.8% of the time. But with life, and one thing with the breast cancer journey is you realize just how resilient and strong you are and just pushing through. So that's what I've done. And I'm here. I'm going to be creating so many more products. But my goodness, is this a journey? If you're wondering what Three of Cups is all about, you can find out more about my beauty brand right here.